Hi there. I'd just like to welcome everyone to today's webinar. John, you can go ahead and start.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ralph. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our webinar on IBM Training. I am John Seriwa. I am the Managing Director of Sagehill Business Solutions. I have over 10 years experience in the ICT space, having worked with different systems like SAP, Sage, and Palladium Accounting. So this webinar is all about discussing the opportunities that are availed for IBM training in our market, the Zimbabwean market, and also Africa at large. So I will present from here onwards and then leave the time to Tendai, who's going to present as well on the IBM landscape and the opportunities provided therein. So at Sagehill Business Solutions, we are a 4IR company that focuses on the fourth industrial revolution, and we have positioned ourselves as enablers of the fourth industrial revolution because we believe that we are already in the 4IR, and the World Economic Forum explains that the fourth industrial revolution is a fusion of technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, Internet of Things, and biotechnology. And the 4IR is constantly evolving and exponentially and transforming the entire systems of production, management, and governance. So for us to be efficient and to remain competitive in the 21st century, we positioned ourselves as such. So our solutions are driven by 4IR technologies, and our goal is to simplify technology and enable our customers to gain sustainable competitive advantage. We exist to give our customers the best technology experience. We do this by eliminating the frustration normally caused by technology, so that at the end of the day, our customers are at ease. They don't have any issues with technology, but hence our payoff line is Sagehill Business Solutions, technology simplified. So we, at Sagehill, we enable the fourth industrial revolution through the following ways. That is, we developed applications that are based on artificial intelligence. We also do offer business process automation, cybersecurity solutions, data analytics, and reporting. So today we'll be focusing on training. At Sagehill, we are now in the training space, having partnered with CRS as an IBM Training Center. So as the 4IR continues to evolve, we are seeing opportunities to address acute technological skills gaps and shortages in Zimbabwe and the wider African region. Therefore, our industries have seen, as a result of being in Africa, we have seen a vacuum of skills through high migration and challenge. And because of the challenging economic conditions, we have seen a lot of staff moving out of Zim and Africa, migrating to European countries. And at Sagehill, our vision is to provide the business community with timely, cost-effective, and high-quality technology products and services. This vision will meets its reality through the innovativeness and aspirations to change the world. We believe we are vibrant enough. We have got the energy, the passion to make a difference and to make the world a better place for everyone. And our mission is to ensure that individuals and organizations gain competitive advantage through the provision of innovative and simplified ICT business solutions that improve their profitability. Our focus really is on ensuring that our customers improve their profitability, they improve their operational efficiency, they stay competent and relevant in this era. So on IBM training, which I'm going to be talking about in the next few minutes. So IBM has provided so many opportunities and so many training available for the different 4IR technologies like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, And according to Mark Benoff, the Salesforce of CE and chairman the chairman and CEO of Salesforce, every business leader have a direct role in creating economic opportunity for millions of people by investing in education and training programs for existing and potential talent. So in this webinar, we'll discuss how your organization can create economic opportunity for your staff, for your employees, so that they can get trained and fully equipped and cover the vacuum that has been caused by the brain drain that is affecting Africa. And IBM has invested so heavily in programs that help people acquire new skills. Because the World Economic Forum states that by 2022, there will be 133 million new roles created as a result of the new division of labor between humans and machines and algorithms. We don't want to be left out. And how does the African continent stay relevant in the fourth industrial revolution era? The starting point is to have a skills gap analysis. So after this webinar at your workplace, we need to go back and have a skills gap assessment to decide which roles will be required in the future. Africa's technological needs are poised to exponentially grow over the next 20 years, taking advantage of a young populace and increased mobile and internet saturation. So why should we focus on IBM training? Because we are all about empowering people and also ensuring that our customers get a return on investment and allocate resources for workplace learning is something that is imperative in this age. So training opportunities will provide employees with a chance to enhance their knowledge base. Within Africa, it gives the opportunity to grow a base of skills that can compete in an ever-evolving world on a level playing field. So what we're saying is the trainings that we offer not only they are not only crucial for the Zimbabwean region or for the African region, but they can be used world over. And given that we have got a level playing field, that knowledge can transform businesses world over. So as I conclude, before I leave this time to Dylan, we just want to emphasize that the fourth industrial revolution is all about empowering people. We want to ensure that our people are empowered and not left out, with advanced technology to aid corporate training and ensure a return on investment. Companies need to start allocating resources for workplace learning and training opportunities to provide employees to enhance their knowledge base. This is all I have to say for now. I'm John Tseriwa. Our contact details shall be displayed below. Please feel free to connect with us. I'm representing Sagehill. I will hand over this time to Dylan. Dylan, over to you.
John, I really thank you for your insight there. It really goes a long way hearing about all the exciting stuff that you and your team are doing. So thank you for handing over to me, and especially thank you for your time. So guys, just as a way of introduction, my name is Dylan Null. I'm head of vendor engagement here at CRS. I have a wealth of experience in sales, logistics. I've been in vendor engagement for quite a long time. I've been in the cybersecurity space for close to a decade. I've worked with many of the cyber vendors here in South Africa, as well as the SADC, as well as the African region as well. I understand the market here very well, especially in the SADC region. I have extensive relationships with most of the bigger resellers, as well as the other partners. I'm a door opener. I'm a master relationship builder, and I'm pretty much always ready to assist in helping you accomplish your goals. And us at CRS, that's exactly the motto that we've got. Hence, we have partnered with a company like Sagehill that is very well known, very I'd say big and growing even more so. And it's definitely a privilege to be partnering with a company like Sagehill. So John, to you and your team, I really thank you for that. Moving a bit into CRS and who we are, we're a cybersecurity distributor as well as an authorized IBM training center. Our head office is based here in Centurion, South Africa. although we do have training centers across South Africa, Centurion, Midrand, and Cape Town. And for the IBM training, we operate through SADC as well as English-speaking Africa. So basically how it works is that IBM has, or actually at the moment, they've got 4 global training providers, the last of which halted operations here in the Southern African region in 2019. And that's exactly where CRS stepped in to take over that role. We're in a partnership with one of the GTPs, which means we're able to offer the authorized IBM training there that isn't on offer to all resellers, and we do so through a company called Arrow ECS, which is one of the GTPs. We're also able to assist our partners with implementation as well as configuration of IBM security as well as network solutions. We've got close to 2 decades of experience in the training field, especially with IBM. And basically, our training will allow your organization to internalize world-class vendors and ensure that the organization always has the right people working on your network. So basically, understanding which areas your organization requires strengthening, such as skills and knowledge, generally would help you to determine where improvement is required and pretty much help you to reach your goals. And our aim is to equip your organization to reach these predefined goals, as well as the objectives, by providing your workforce with the skills required to get the job done with excellence. So we also like to work with individuals to ensure that they're accomplishing their goals. So it's not always just about the company. Yes, we agree there's a huge element when it comes to your corporate training, but you also want the guys that are on the training to actually be building their careers and building their knowledge. So that's very important. So look, training has many benefits for your organization, and it goes hand in hand with having an educated and certified workforce. And various IBM studies have highlighted the fact that managers believe that, or at least 80% of managers believe that effective training is critical to project success and help with meeting company deadlines. So moving on, we do offer a full portfolio of IBM courses with an excess of 600 courses. And we complete these through modalities, which I'll cover on a high level. We have instructor-led courses, which is classroom-based teaching, which is at a set place and time with other students in the class. An instructor leads the class, motivates and guides students with slides, labs, and course material. And then we have ILO, or what is generally called instructor-led online. This is the same as it, only it takes place online via WebEx with the convenience of having the training delivered directly to your home or office or your garden or wherever you feel like training, taking your training for the day. It's delivered via RedHat source material. It's generally for your globally dispersed audiences. Then we also have web-based training, which consists of a mix of multimedia, interactive labs, course material, and is presented in an online format and can pretty much be completed in your own time. And then we have something similar, which is SPVC, or self-paced courses. This is the same content as your traditional classroom training. However, it's flexible training and allows their participants to master the skills via online classes that fit their schedule. So especially for those guys that are working during for that type of audience. So the categories of the 600 odd courses that I mentioned earlier include things like you can see on your screen, security, analytics, and a whole bunch of others. And I'll touch high level on all of them very quickly. So security training relates to the constant enhancement of security in your network and databases. It'll give you peace of mind that your network and data is always secure, which is very big at the moment and obviously very important. And then moving on to analytics training, this allows your business to uncover opportunities in all types of data from a variety of resources, or a variety of sources rather, within and beyond your organization. The training is pretty much built to help you turn insight gained from data into action more efficiently, and obviously that's very important. We deal with a lot of data in this day and age, but does everybody actually take advantage of using that data to enhance their companies, to enhance themselves? And this is exactly what this training would cover. We then have cloud training, which pretty much unlocks the value of cloud services to your business and helps you grow efficiently. Then we have industry training, which is something, for example, if you take Industry 4.0 into consideration, it is actually very interesting, and it shows you how to optimize your people, your processes to adapt the unprecedented situations. The training has also this specific training has actually seen a 15% decrease in unplanned downtime for those guys who understand the processes and how to implement these things into processes. Then we have for advanced technologies such as AI to deliver actionable insights that can help you free up your time, as well as identify efficiencies and improve population health. And what this does is it helps you extract value from your data. Moving on to IoT training, which is helping companies understand how it works and how to use it to your advantage through our training. You'll streamline your life, your processes, and everything else about your business. And I hope what I've given you there is very insightful. I understand that so I do apologize for that, guys, but the gist of what I'm talking about, and I definitely do hope that you get in contact with John and Tendai and team Sagehill to discuss your requirements further, and I definitely hope that we do have some sort of interaction forward. And with that being said, John, Tendai, team Sagehill, we do thank you for your support, and we do really value such high esteemed partners in our stack. So thank you for being part of our team. And with that being said, thank you very much for your time. I'll now hand over to Tendai from Sagehill. Tendai?
Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate your information on that. So as a way of introduction, my name is Tendai. I'm a project manager here at Sagehill, having been in the IT space doing consulting and project managing for over 6 years now. So I hope we've been picking your interest with regards to IBM training and just IT training in general. And just to start, we know that training is a key component of economic growth because it bridges our aspirations and our reality. IBM training has always been centered around changing the way the world works. And their adage is, if you love what you do and you have the skills to do it, you can change the way the world works. So this really speaks to what IBM is about and what they are trying to achieve here on the continent with regards to training and bridging the skills gap. So by developing revolutionary concepts in learning, IBM has made it easier and faster for you to develop the skills you need to succeed through various platforms such as digital learning content, lab platforms, global training providers such as CRS and ourselves. And obviously, the result of that is digital credentials and certificate programs that signal your skills and achievements. Now you can see that IBM has created a connection between training, skills, and digital credentials, showing a clear progression of paths and meaningful acknowledgements of your investments and skills. IBM's training certificates give access to new technologies, trends, and opportunities across the broad IT spectrum in an ever-changing world. And we all know that it's an ever-changing world even before COVID-19, but so much more because of COVID-19. We've taken a few steps forward in those changes that need to happen in our IT space. So this means addressing the skills gap in the tech space and supporting new-collar careers. Now, IBM defines new-collar careers as non-traditional roles that require technological skills in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, data science, cloud, and much more across all industries, not just information technology. So regardless of what industry you're in, this sort of knowledge, these sort of skills will become relevant more and more for your organization. This also means providing flexible pathways for people to develop their talent and ultimately bridging the skills gap that we're talking about. Now, when it comes to Zimbabwe, a recent skills audit done by the government shows that there's an average skills gap of 62% across the board. So that's across all industries. That's the average, with science, technology, and engineering coming in very high at 95%. So this obviously represents both a significant challenge and also a significant opportunity. The way we work, particularly due to COVID-19, has changed significantly, as I mentioned before. We will continue to see the impact of the last 18 months for years to come in our work structures and the adult education and training ecosystem. Zimbabwe and the continent at large faces the challenge to build sustainable capacities in its human resources and in its technologies that can build and sustain competitive economies. The whole idea is for us not to be left behind, as John mentioned earlier. That said, the successful use of IT on the continent is hinged on our core human competences and key qualifications, which will empower individuals and organizations to realize their full potential. As we know, Africa is by no means asleep. There's a lot of things that are happening on the continent. Some of the world's most cutting-edge innovations are happening here on the continent. IBM has actually invested over $70 million over the last 4 years in building digital, cloud, and cognitive IT skills among the youth on the continent in order to support a 21st century workforce. And this goes back to the new collar careers that we mentioned earlier. As we know, some of our most basic problems here on the continent are actually being solved by technology. And we also have examples such as M-Pesa in Kenya and EcoCash in Zimbabwe, which have both revolutionized how money moves in their economies. We know that in Zimbabwe, EcoCash accounts for a significant part of the movement of money of our GDP daily. So there's a lot happening on the continent. However, as technologies and our economies grow, there is a need for robust technology skills and access to stable infrastructure where these innovations can run and scale. So why training? Why IT training in general? As we've already spoken, we need to bridge our skills gap, which is very wide. It is critical for our growth, not only as individuals, but as communities and economies. The development of these skills, of these key skills, will ensure alignment with the growth of the new collar industry worldwide. And it also means building sustainable capacity within our IT industries. Obviously, it will also drive the fourth industrial revolution, as has been mentioned, and that is currently happening around the world. So, as we've been saying over and over again, all this enables us to compete globally and not to play catch up as a continent in another industrial revolution. Now, why IBM training in particular? The IBM Professional Certification Program offers you the ability to earn credentials to demonstrate your expertise. It is designed to validate your skills and capability to perform very role-related tasks and activities at a specified level of competence. The achievement of IBM certification demonstrates to your colleagues and to your employers your expertise in the related IBM technologies and solutions. Obviously, as you participate in training, you will be validating your skills. And if you're an employer or a company, you're ensuring that certain performance levels are being adhered to by your employees. Now, how is this training delivered? We have our modalities here, and IBM offers flexibility for the learner. So the first one is instructor-led online, which is training with live instructions delivered over the web. It is ideal for a global audience. So if your team is dispersed, if people are working from home, this is very ideal for them and for your organization. Web-based training, the second one, is delivered in an online course format with course material and interactive labs. Instructor-led classroom is obviously the more traditional route. It's classroom-based teaching that follows the traditional format of training that we know and we're all used to. Lastly, we have self-paced virtual classes, which are training options that allow you to participate in online courses in line with your schedule. So you can work around your schedule, you can do it at any time, at midnight if you wish to. So lessons are presented in convenient modules so that you can easily integrate training into your work schedules. Now, specifically with Sagehill, training with Sagehill, we, as you've already heard, we've obviously partnered with Cyber Retaliator Solutions, CRS, which is based in South Africa, to offer you comprehensive IBM training here in Zimbabwe. CRS is an authorized IBM trainer with over 15 years of training experience. And as their name suggests, they're also in cybersecurity. Any courses that will be offered can obviously be tailored to suit your personal and organizational needs to make sure that what is being delivered is giving you the value and the benefits that you require. So that's it from me. Thank you everyone for listening in. I hope that you've been able to gain some valuable information around IBM training and how you can include it in your training and development plans within your organizations and even as an individual. So please do not hesitate to get in touch with us for more information, any queries, any questions. We'll be sure to help. So I'll now hand over back to Ralph. Thank you very much.
Hi, thank you, Tendai. That was very insightful. I'd just like to open the floor now for any questions. You can just type your questions in the Q&A box and we'll be more than glad to answer them. Okay, we've got our first question. Do you offer curator training and what are the course offerings? Yes, we do. We currently offer 2 curator courses. We offer the fundamentals course and the advanced course.
Ralph, can I just interject there? They're not looking at SPVC for curator. Isn't that on the cards?
As far as I'm aware, they're still focusing on the classroom or instructor-led version of this. I'm not sure of any updates yet around the SPVC offerings for the curator, but I presume that there will be plans to offer that next year.
Okay, excellent. And then maybe you can just also elaborate on Guardian, which is another big security solution that people ask a lot about. Classroom-based versus SPVC-based. Is there not something like that as well?
Yes, we do offer a course around that, and it is based on both SPVC and classroom, and it's quite a good course around governance.
Okay, excellent.
And we do provide on-site and off-site training. I got another question through from Frank. Yes, that's correct. We can offer training remotely via webinar sessions like we're doing now, or we can do training at your premises, or we can obviously host it at a training center if need be. So we are able to do these kinds of things, and we're pretty flexible in terms of how we can offer our training from a training modalities perspective.
So what you're saying is we can go to client sites and do training at their sites, or we can use our training centers, or we can get training centers in country, right?
That's correct.
And you do all of that setting up?
Yes, and we provide all of the setup and the management of that. And this is also why we partner with people like Sagehill, so we have someone on the ground who can help us with the, if we need to find a room to book, or if we need to get catering, or any of those logistical things that are required in country, then we have partners that help us with that.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay, the next question I have is all training accredited by IBM? Yes, all of the IBM courses that we provide, all 600 of them, are accredited by IBM. You'll receive a certificate of attendance from us stating that you've attended a course. And in some cases, courses have badges that are associated with that course that you would receive. And then in other cases, there are courses that have certifications that you can do through Pearson VUE. So you attend the training with us, you upskill on the product by doing hands-on work, and then you prepare yourself to take the certification, the IBM certification. Okay, we've got another a question here from Frank. Can we share our training catalog? Yes, we're more than happy to send out a copy of the training catalog. which covers all 600 courses, and we can definitely get that to you, Frank. We do have your email address, so we will definitely, someone from Sagehill will definitely get in touch with you.
Okay, then thank you very much. John, Team Sagehill, Tenda, is there anything more that you would like to add before we close off?
Okay, thank you very much, Dylan. Frank, please feel free to get in touch. My WhatsApp and my email and my number and Tendai's numbers are available. We'll be happy to assist you with everything that we can from this end. I would like to thank the attendees and everyone who came. Back to you, Dylan.
Thank you, John, and thank you to yourself and Team Sagehill for making this a success. It really is awesome, as I've said before, working with you and your team and making the progress that we've made. To Ralph, Tristan, and the rest of the team that I work with, all of my colleagues, thank you very much for setting this up and assisting to set this up. Worked out very well, so thank you for your time and all the effort as well. Thank you. Ralph, over to you.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody. And we have recorded the session, and we will be sending out the recording. So in case you missed anything or you came late, you will be able to get that. And yes, please reach out to us or Sagehill on any of your training requirements. And I hope you all have a fantastic day further.